Hello and welcome to the Back Nine Report. My name is Carlos Torres, and along with Fred Altvater, we check in on the world of golf to bring you the latest news, insights, analysis, interviews, recaps, previews. Hey, we cover anything and everything golf. In other words, if it happened in golf, we have it for you. Fred, hi, how are you today?
Well, Carlos, I'm a little bit down. My Buckeyes kind of let me down on Saturday there a little bit. Michigan kind of put it to us pretty good. So I got to root for Michigan on Saturday to beat Iowa. I hate to do that, but I got to do it. But I'm a little bit up because last night, the men's basketball team, Buckeyes, beat number one Duke. And I have to tell you, I went to bed at halftime because they played so bad in the first half. I said, oh, this is going to be ugly in the second half. I went to bed and I woke up this morning. There was a text from my son. I said, and down goes Duke. And I couldn't believe it. No. So I had it taped. So I watched the second half this afternoon. But yeah, it's an up and down week for Buckeye fans.
Yeah, not forever faithful, huh? You had to give up on them, but you see, it works. You said I'm gonna give up on them, and they just to make you get back at you. They just won the game. So
exactly.
Fred sleeping? You don't know what he's gonna miss. But anyway, yeah, it was sad, man. I was like, oh, Fred must be really, really upset.
I never knew I had so many Michigan friends, though. My text and my phone has been blowing up. Every day I get one or two texts from somebody, something new about Michigan and Ohio State. So they've been down for so long. I actually feel kind of good for them. I'm happy for them because they've been down for so long, and Harbaugh really needed the win. So, whatever. I hope they just don't screw it up and lose on Saturday.
They won't. They'll do you good. You'll see. But anyway, going back to golf now, we got to talk about, because this is an ongoing thing, and every week something new seems to happen between the PGA Tour and the DP World Tour and the Premier Golf League, right? Something's going to happen. They keep throwing barbs at each other. And I'm not saying that they're trash talking or anything. It's just the money that they throw at each other, or any threats that they make to the players not to leave. And in this case is the PGA Tour threats to how they can make sure, Fred, that their players stay there. Because I really don't know and still haven't figured out what, after all the money and all the incentives and all this thing that is happening, how would they think that the players, even though getting endorsements by Brooks Koepka, Roy McIlroy, Justin Thomas saying we're not going to the PGA, forget about that. Top influencing players like that saying no. Even Tiger Woods said no, I wouldn't go there. But now is it possible? What do you think? Is it possible that the PGA Tour would recur to maybe possible law action, lawsuits, more sanctions to the players just to keep them here? Is this fear regime that they're trying to do to the players to keep them here? They're just independent contractors anyway. You shouldn't be holding them back if they want to earn more money. If you're the better product, which they are right now, they have the history, they have the legacy, they have everything going their way. Why are you so worried? Why you have to threaten them with a possible law action suits?
Yeah, we've been talking about this now. What is this? The fifth, sixth, seventh time we've been talking for well over a year about the PGL and trying to make inroads and get something going over there. And now with the LIV Corporation with their $500 million and wanting to get something going, they brought Greg Norman in. Well, the question came up this week, Carlos. Jay Monahan has threatened PGA Tour members that if they go play in the PGL events, they will be banned from future PGA Tour events. So, the rules how to make it to the PGA Tour, they're very simple. You play, you come up through the ranks, you qualify. If you qualify, you're a member, right? So the question becomes, does Monahan have the right, as the commissioner of the PGA Tour, to sanction or to ban a player from the tour if they qualify to play on the tour? And so what laws govern that? Well, number one is the PGA Tour a monopoly. The PGA Tour does not have antitrust law exemption like other sports leagues have. So they are subject to corporate laws, just like Google or Amazon or anybody, right? So I don't know that Jay Monahan can really, that might be a hollow threat, because if a player can qualify based on the rules of the PGA Tour, I don't know that Jay Monahan can say, if you go play over here, you can't play here. I don't know that he can do that, okay? So that would be a lawsuit, whether it's a single player or a group of players. Then the other issue is here in this thing, other legal issue, is there collusion between the European Tour, now the DP World Tour, and the PGA Tour? Is there collusion to keep the players under one roof and not allow them to go play someplace else? So that is kind of like a monopoly kind of thing as well. So, I don't know, it's kind of like a restraint of trade or, something like that. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm kind of trying to figure this stuff out, but it's these are the things that have come up, Carlos, and we don't have the answers, but certainly, and I was going to ask you this question, but I will answer first and I'll ask you. I really see lawsuits in the future because I really think Greg Norman is going to get some players to come. I know some players are going to go. He may have to start going down the list and not get some big names, but I know there's some players that are going to do it. There's just no way, they have to. So do you see a player or a group of players suing the PGA Tour for the right to play in the new PGL and still maintain their PGA membership?
I totally see it, and I hope it happens, because I'm totally against this thing about restricting a player from playing anywhere they want. I mean, that's how I make money. And if you don't want to pay, if I want to try to earn more money somewhere else, I should be free to it. And
if I qualified for your tour, if I'm a member and I qualified, I should be able to play there and play wherever.
That's it. Why? And I think that's the key that is going to maybe open the door for the PGL, because at some point you express it so correctly. I mean, is there any collusion between the PGA Tour and the DP World Tour to just make sure that the players put enough restrictions into it that you're not going to play there and make more money or do whatever you want? You have to play with me. There's no way that is, I think that's going to be the case for the first lawsuit that's going to happen. And I think very soon we will find out, because here's what's coming. The Saudi International is going to be played February 3rd to the 6th. And there's already 25 big names, including defending champion Dustin Johnson, Tommy Fleetwood, Sergio Garcia, Bryson DeChambeau. That's among the 25 names that have already committed to play there. But what happened? The Saudi International is not anymore part of the DP World Tour. Now it's part of the Asian Tour. What the PGA Tour and the DP World Tour has said, in fact, in July, is like, hey, we are not going to sanction, and we're not going to give releases to anybody in a conflicting event. You have to tell me about 30 days before that happens so we can release you to play there. That's a key, release you to play there. So you mean to tell me that I'm obligated to play where you are telling me? I cannot pick and choose my own tournaments. Look, that week, I just want to be in Saudi Arabia. I want to play there because I want to be there. So you are making me stay in the States and play a tournament that's not going to pay me what they're going to pay me there. Again, this is you, like you're saying, I think that's perfect collusion there, just not to earn money, the money that I want to earn. If you're the best tour, the one that has everything, the legacy and all, you shouldn't be worried about it. I think there has to be something else that we don't know that is going on behind the scenes that the DP World Tour and the PGA Tour know that might be happening, that they can't make the players stay there. And I think that's the result of it. And I think the key will be a lawsuit by any player that wants to be there and earn the money that's going to open it. I don't see it coming from any of the big names, but some player that would be maybe just below them. And
Somebody
wants to
like a
get
Rory
that-
Sabatini, or, just somebody that's, maybe down about 120th or 150th in the world, not quite, up in the big money on the PGA Tour, and wants to go play someplace. But, and Carlos, to your point, it's always been this way with the PGA Tour. So and that was always kind of a big row, when Tiger always wanted to open his season for the big appearance money in the Middle East, to go over there and play and not play in a California event. That raised a lot of eyebrows. And so, but, other players have done it. But now that the PGA Tour and the DP World Tour are working together, and Jay Monahan is on the board, and the PGA Tour has pumped a bunch of money into the DP World Tour, the case for collusion could be made that you've got interlocking directorships and all those kind of things. So this is going to get really interesting. I know we've talked about a lot, but we're going to be talking about a lot more, I'm sure.
I'm totally sure. And I think the key will be now the Saudi International. We're just, what is it, 2 months away from it. So, and like I mentioned, the tours give the release 30 days, at least 30 days before the play of the first round. So that'll mean that at the beginning of next year, we're gonna start to see who's the players that they're gonna release to go there and play. And like I said, there's 4 big names out of the 25 that jump out: Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, Sergio Garcia, and Tommy Fleetwood. We'll see what happens, but definitely this is not the end of it, Fred. I think pretty soon we'll continue to talk about it, and I really hope, just for the better of the players, let's do this world tour and let them play wherever they want. I think it's better for the game, better to grow it anyway, because it'll reach other places that we're not reaching right now. And anyway, players are supposed to earn whatever they want and play wherever they want.
I'm with you.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. It's always our pleasure to bring you the latest in golf news and information. Remember to subscribe to our channel so you can keep up to date with the latest videos that we publish with anything and everything golf. Thank you for joining us.